most horrific modern art sculpture I've ever seen out of kitchen appliances, a plunger, and a trash can. Why am I afraid of this?
Exterminate!
What happens with them just hanging around the ship, like their day-to-day stuff? They're talking to the meeting afterward.
Why did you loosen the doctor's bands? He claimed it was chafing him. Daleks do not unsheath the doctor and let his companions escape. Why did you offer the doctor's companions a sensual massage? Why did you give the doctor our 20% off coupon from Bed Bath & Beyond? We have so many that come in the mail. They even take them if they expire. We have so many, it's ridiculous. Daleks do not give away their 20% discount to Bed Bath & Beyond single products.
No one else gets spam with those in the mail? Making sure you're all young, I got it. No. Love who? There's a new Sherlock out. All I'll say is don't spoil it for me. Did the first season. We're gonna do all 3 episodes once I get back. I was gonna make a Skyrim joke, but then I took an arrow to the knee. And then someone stole my sweet rolls. We got Skyrim, and then my girlfriend and I stopped doing girlfriend and boyfriend things. I haven't been this cock-blocked by an elf since freaking Orlando Bloom as Legolas. I'm not an angry driver, but I've discovered I am a furious backseat gamer. Because apparently her thing with directions works in video games too. Because she's in a blind panic, she doesn't know what to do. I'm just getting angry and angry. I don't know what to do, I don't know what's happening. Like, all right, select new game. Now we can begin. Skyrim teaches you hoarding, stealing, and that's about it. You run around just collecting everything that you possibly can. Why? Because it's there. You're collecting armor, brooms, there's a butterfly, I'll take that. Why not? It's there. We played through the first 20 minutes. She didn't like what she was doing, so we restarted the first 20 minutes as a mage. You run through the first 20 minutes just to figure out what you're doing, what you're running through. That's the main plot that they want you to do. We restart, so now we're running through the same thing again. We know what to do. Go this way, turn left, talk to this guy, initiate the quest. Now we're ready to actually start the game. The second run through just makes me wonder, what must everyone else think of the PC? All the NPCs really see is a guy who starts conversations, asks questions, and then just runs off, stealing crap. The first village, my girlfriend must have looked like such a douchebag to the rest of the village. Welcome to Skyrim, ride the dragon! I saw the dragon, ah! You're running to the first hotel, I need a room for the What the hell was that? That's the Dragonborn? Oh hell. It just encourages ADD because you're always going off into your other screens, selecting skills, figuring out what you want to do with your character next, figuring out what you're going to steal next. So you're sitting down with these amazing cutscenes, like Pixar-style animations, facial features are moving on the characters, and this wonderful script with great actors are going on. Years ago, our village fought a horrible war, and the characters just going out, what spell do I want to learn next? Hey, an apple, yoink. Your hat's stupid. Bucket on head, steal, yeah, thing you're talking. Then she just runs away. She learned the flamethrower spell, but again, no sense of direction. She just swivels the sticks. So she's essentially a flamethrower without a handle. She burns everything but the thing attacking her. She spends the whole time, not even that, but she's played tabletop RPGs with me long enough to know what's the rule of bears. Don't melee the bear! She's a wizard! She's meleeing everything! You die to it, it's a bear! It doesn't work in real life, it's not gonna work here! I'm so excited. If you look at movies now, television now, it's like 1986 take 2. Like, I was blown away with the new Thundercats. I really was. Wonderful animation. It was so stellar that they brought back some of the original voices. But I've always loved in Thundercats the gag of the Sword of Omens. Thundercats ho, and this giant red light appears in the sky, and every Thundercat season goes. It's like the world's biggest laser pointer. You ever do that with a dog or a cat? Just harass them with a laser pointer? Isn't that the best feeling ever? in front of a diabetic. You want to get it, but you know you can't. It's not even there. No, everyone is so convinced about this whole Mitt Romney thing. And we could have a Mormon president. Guys, between like the Bronies and the Thundercats, I'm more worried about a furry president. Finally, we will be more ridiculous than the French. Kids ask me all the time, because I see it at conventions all the time. Have I been spared of it so far? I get asked, "Be ye a Brony, Uncle Yo?" Nay. Which actually means yes, because that's really the only thing that horses can say. Yes, I'm watching it. I love My Little Pony's Magic is Sentai. I mean, Sentai is magic. I mean, My Little Morphin Power Pony Rangers. Because everyone's favorite right now is Twilight Sparkle. I remember her from the original 80s, back when she was just Sparkle, where she could just teleport, and now she gets set up with Spike, who's basically her walking butler and fax machine. And I have no idea what part of that joke ages me more, the fact that I remember ponies from the 80s or the fact that I've worked a fax machine. Age gap. Goodbye, younger fans. Talk about death now. Go to hell. Try the cupcake on a stick. I'll burn you with fire. Twilight Sparkle has the easiest college ride ever. She moves to this town because she's got this huge, great magical potential. She can teleport, she has freaking telekinesis, she's learned every other spell. She's like the Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey at once. So what does Professor Celestia do? Princess Charles Xavier, Princess Celestia, what does she do? She sets you up in Ponyville with her own freaking treehouse library, which Peter Pan didn't even get hooked. Like, that's an amazing setup. She gets her own Hogwarts inside of a tree beard. That's awesome. She gets her own butler. It's like, well, all you have to do is, gotta keep this bitch occupied. Friendship. Learn about it. Every week, send me like 4 sentences. Bye. Trust fund baby. So cheap. She's getting a BS degree. Bachelor's of Sociology. Dumb enough but clever enough. Let's not only that, she's kind of insane too. I love the episode where Twilight breaks down because she thinks, I could be late, I could be tardy. She has more lists than Cracked.com. So what is she gonna do eventually to combat this? I can't wait till they're older and her obsessive compulsive disorder takes full swing to the point where she makes out a list that every day, twice a day, on the hour, once every hour, she goes to each and every one of her friends and they put a little stamp to prove that she's visiting them one by one and proving that she's not obsessive compulsive, compulsive. I can do that because I have OCD. You can't, you'd be jackasses. My favorite, of course, is Rarity, because Rarity makes the stuck-up rich girl likable. Rarity has done what America has failed to do in the last 20 years. She's like a Kardashian with talent. Blows your mind, doesn't it? I love Rarity's episodes. Spike and Dirt! I just want to see her take her fashion sense onto Project Runway and whip the crap out of everyone else on Project Runway. We went with a lovely line of sandals, which Sadie's going on. I'd like her to make a costume for Lady Gaga. Like a saddle. I think I just want to see Lady Gaga in a saddle. You're welcome for that image, by the way. Let it sneak in. Now, the ones you have to worry about for me are Applejack and Rainbow Dash. Why should we feel piteous for them? Well, Rainbow Dash is a jackass. If you like Rainbow Dash, you are a jock. What are you doing watching ponies? The Bronies are so fascinating. They are this loud vocal minority of 30 to 40-year-old guys who love it with the enthusiasm that 8-year-old girls are supposed to, but they just sort of, moving on, shoes. like the 30-year-old nerds finally have something they can be as vocal about as like their fathers do watching the game, watching sports, watching the Super Bowl. Sitting down with my father, the baseball team plays, they're like, yeah. Ponies comes on and they're like even louder, yeah! What the hell? Marketing's been trying to do this for years, but it's spectacular. So let's talk into the abusive relationship of Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy, shall we? I can really imagine as it goes on, like Rainbow Dash bullying Fluttershy into like a loveless lesbian relationship. You like me, don't you? I kind of like everyone, but you like me most, right? Right? Now pack your things, we're going to Clydesdale. We're going to visit my family for Thanksgiving. I want to see my family too. My family is your family. That's right. Domestic violence just got 20% cooler. What are you going to do about it? Stop huffing me! Thank you, both of you who are as sick as I am. Someone's covering their mouth. Not that orifice, honey. Pinkie Pie is the one that I am nervous for. Pinkie Pie keeps breaking the fourth wall and not telling us that she knows we're watching her. She's like the Deadpool of the universe. Pinkie Pie, who are you waking to? You'll see the writer. But she's so freaking crazy. In her mind, the party goes on forever. Forever. Everything to her is an excuse to party. When she gets to college, she's gonna flatline. She's gonna overdose. I just lost my job and my treehouse burned down. I've heard worse excuses to drink party! She's gonna overdose. She's just gonna wake up on couches surrounded by dragon skills that she doesn't remember. She's gonna overdose one day on sweets like you guys at a Pocky convention. She's gonna just overdose like Elle visiting the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Like Kira on Facebook. Like Jiraiya at the Playboy Mansion. Like Goku at a buffet. I will keep doing this until I think it's funny. She's gonna have so much sugar, her blood type's gonna be Splenda. Diabetics will feed off of her like a damn vampire. She won't have mosquitoes, she'll have hummingbirds. I got away with all 7 of those, you guys are great. In the pony world, you get what's called a cutie mark. Ding! A cutie mark is this little pony tramp stamp, tattoo that appears on your ass and basically dictates what you're gonna do with the rest of your life. There's a pony named Diamond Tiara. She wears a diamond tiara. Her cutie mark is a freaking diamond tiara. You are pigeonholed. It's like being the sheriff's son. What are you gonna do? Not leave this chair until he's done indoctrinating me. Please take the duct tape off my eyelids. I'd like to live my life my own way. When you reach a certain age, you get your period. I mean, cutie mark. But it always appears right on the flank. I got my cutie mark last night. It's red and shaped like my girlfriend's hand. I'd show it to you, but it just disappeared by the morning. I got a friend so smug, his cutie mark would be himself going. It's like the Buddy Christ. The problem with the cutie mark is that it always appears in elementary school, which is good when you're young and impressionable. And what do you want to be? I want to be a fireman. Ding, little fire hydrant. Yay, dogs are gonna pee on me. You get this symbol that shows you what you're gonna do with the rest of your life. And it's a good thing that it starts in elementary school, because some girls don't find out what they're good at until they cut loose on spring break. That's a cutie mark you don't want to show up to Granny Smith. See, you're the ones making it dirty. I'm just trying to talk about a cartoon made for 8-year-old girls.
Where is your vodka?
I should just outsource my penis. I joined the 20th century, I finally got the iPhone, and the worst part about having the entire world at your fingertips is you can't see traffic coming ahead of you. You ever try navigating with that, GPSing? It's horrible. Honey, what do I have to do? Go on the blue line! There's no blue line. We missed it! 3 times because you can't just scroll ahead. It won't let you zoom out and show the entire what. So I got a bunch of weird apps. Like I downloaded a bunch of apps based on some of my favorite characters from Next Generation. I got the Deanna Troi app, which is useless. The Deanna Troi app tells you what the person in front of you is feeling. Ignored and angry. Shut up, Deanna Troi. I got the Wharf app, but that does not mingle well with the other apps. Got a bunch of Full Metal Alchemist apps. That was cool. I got the Envy app, but it hasn't really done anything yet. The Mustang app was hot. It burned my phone. Snap, bad phone. Oh. The Riza Hawkeye is a neat app. It keeps you focused, so if you're playing a game for too long, she'll shoot down and shut down that app. The Maze Hughes app every day sends you more pictures of little girls. Don't get that app. Actually, I should probably delete it from... Oh, never mind. I knew that Envy app would come in useful someday. Why is Maze Hughes the freaking 9/11 of Full Metal Alchemist fans? You had 3 chances to get over it. God. Seriously, Mr. Rogers didn't get a farewell like that. Now, the Edward Elric app was the hard one. It takes up so much RAM and memory, it shuts down and sacrifices all the other apps to summon, well, the Dark Magician, actually. I'm coming from New York, yeah, where you never get that layer of filth off your body. I love New York. I never go through Times Square. Never go to the main things. Whatever you know of New York, Empire State Building, Times Square, don't go to those places. Go everywhere else. Because I swear, every sidewalk in New York City now needs 2 lanes. 1 lane for the locals, and 1 for the tourists, who are busy doing this. And then bam, they get hit by a taxi because they're not looking ahead! They're looking up waiting for Spider-Man! Where's Spider-Man? He's on Broadway, turn left, go to hell! Crazy. But what I'm super proud about New York, we did approve gay marriage. I was super stoked for that. We still are. All my friends are happy, not nearly as happy as my cousin. My cousin is a freelance wedding planner. She's single-handedly paying off the deficit from the war. The Spanish-American one. She's winning. Now, like 2 days after we approved of that, we all got hit with an earthquake. It started in DC and then got up to New York, and it was that, basically. That was the earthquake. Did you fart? No, earthquake. Oh. And what was great was the whole Bible Belt was, that's God's wrath against the gays! That is so passive-aggressive. And then we got hit with Hurricane Irene, which was just kind of... That's it? Let's just legalize street drugs, slavery, and prostitution and get over with the apocalypse already. If that's what we're afraid of, it's nothing. That's fantastic. It's like God went, oh. Give him wrath. Oh, you guys are fun, unexpectedly fun. I've still got time? This is great. Now, I'm going to talk about one of my heroes. One of my absolute heroes who recently passed away in 2011. A lot of you don't know about him because he was a foreigner to America. But his death made all the headlines of New Zealand because he was a national hero. He was an activist. He stood against the man. His name was Shrek and he was a sheep. I kid you not, Shrek was a hero. Shrek ran around the fields evading poachers, evading the police, evading shepherds for 6 years. When they finally caught him, he had 60 pounds of wool surrounding him. 60 pounds of wool. Imagine a Snuggie made of housing insulation. And he's just so bitter about it. You see the pictures of him, he's like, the wool has encompassed his face. He can't run anymore. It's just this giant white bug blob. And what's amazing is, it tells you 2 things about New Zealand when a sheep's death makes national news. 1, New Zealand is boring. I guess when they got rid of all the orcs in the Shire, there wasn't much to report on, you know. Second thing it tells you is that they're bad at catching sheep. What's their main export? Sheep. Shrek evaded them for 6 years. 6 years just getting slower and slower as more wool growing him. It's like, 60 pounds of wool? He hid in a cave. He hid in a cave for 6 years. The same cave! In the middle of a city. Like right on the outskirts, 3 miles out. They clearly weren't trying. You can't find a sheep in a cave. What color is a cave? Black. What color is a sheep? Don't take out your phone, you don't need the app. White! Spoiler alert! White! White sheep! Black cave! Dogs could spot that! Blind people could spot that by going... He would stick out like late Michael Jackson in a Jackson 5 reunion tour! Right, because the Jackson 5 are dancing, he's clearly not. You see, you don't have to make it racist. You're the ones who made it racist. I'm trying to talk about a sheep.
Better than ponies.
But if you hide in a cave and you're surrounded by wool, now I mean wool like his feet didn't touch the ground anymore. Like he was rolled into captivity. Like imagine Carrot Top's head all over your body. Everywhere on you is a dwarf. With all that wool, you hide in a cave. Wool absorbs water like that. Wet cave, sheep, 6 years, the wool's going to expand. Do you guys know how a tampon works? Imagine a tampon 4 feet in diameter, wearing that in the summer. Still, he wouldn't go and get shared. Summers suck. Should go get captured. Nah. I'm cool. When he was finally captured, they do a before and after pic. He's just so small, scraggly, but he had 60 pounds of wool on him. He got out, it was like Piccolo releasing the weighted clothing. 5 times as fast. Yeah, he's getting away again. Good. We'll have another news story in 6 years. But he did pass away, and his fur was auctioned off to charity. That's like buying the homeless guy's collection of empty soda cans and plastic bags and jars of urine. Like, wow, that's a lot of wool! I'll take it. For what? Good point. Oh, that poor sheep. But he didn't really fight the power in an effective way. Like, not like Kamina, he was just like the most passive-aggressive hippie possible. I'm gonna fight the power, I'm not gonna capture it and shear like all you other, well, sheep. I'm just gonna grow my hair. That would have made the civil rights movement so much more peaceful.
6 months you'll see the change. Fear me.
Stupid sheep. You ever get persecuted by your friends because you like anime? You ever get judged and confused because they're too stupid to download and actually indulge themselves and enlighten themselves? You ever been called insane by your friends? Yes. Yeah, I don't like that. You know what I like to call them? Heathens. I don't think I'm a particularly vengeful person, but I do like to think that the streets will run red with their blood on Judgment Day. The earth will crack open as all Lovecraftian prophecies and the one-winged angel will descend. Or plummet, really. You can't fly with one wing. And maybe skewer all the people I don't like. And they call me crazy. They call you insane, like it's a bad thing. Why? Because they want you to think inside of the box. You're crazy. You're thinking outside of the box, apparently. My question, what box? Where is the box? I had never seen this box. I'm trying to tell you about a show you would authentically enjoy. We could bond over as friends. It would enlighten you. You would be a better person for it. And you're busy babbling about an imaginary box that only you can see and hear. Some mystical companion cube you met on the forum somewhere that held the answers to life, the universe, and everything. And I'm crazy for watching television. Let's play with the normal people for a moment. Let's play with the normal people's logic for a while. Now, they say you're insane because you think outside of the box. So there must be a box, apparently. If they don't want you to think outside of the box. Can I borrow the box? Is there Mushi inside? No. Oh, thank God. They want you to think inside the box. Let's say there is a box. Inside the box is everything balanced and logical and sane. 2-for-1 Donuts Wednesdays at Dunkin' Donuts is a wonderful little thing. We'll call the box sanity. They want you to think inside the box. So if you're inside sanity, and you're thinking in the box, aren't you insane? It appears to me you want to be insane. That makes the most sense. So what do you call people who are actually a bit crazy and out there? Clearly outsane. They're outside of the box. They're wandering around in the void without a map, looking for love in all the wrong places. They're not dangerous. They're just sort of, let's take the next elevator, honey. Because the best part is, all the people who make fun of you for liking anime, all the people who make fun of you for not selling out and being a brain-dead jock and zooming in on the Super Bowl Sunday and mocking you and being the villain in every romantic comedy which never end up getting the girl, just so you know! What just came out my throat? What do they call themselves? Sane. Well, sane is weird, I'm gonna be honest right now. Sane has no indicator, no prefix. It doesn't say in or out, around or through. It doesn't tell you where they stand in relation to their own safety sanity box, which started this whole argument in the first place. They're sane. They're nowhere. You can't find them on the grip. They're the outlier. Anyone sane is dangling on the line, teetering. They're about to fall down, shave their heads, and start fires. These people are chaotic neutral from 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons. Do not let them near knives and children. What I'm trying to say, all sane people who claim that they are sane, downright freaking nuts. Thank you for letting me handle your box.
You're making it dirty!
I don't know how I'm gonna handle kids. At not having, but just being near them. They now just fill me with anxiety. They did when I was in school, because now the whole thing is, oh, he works great with kids. Let's be afraid of that now. So I don't go near kids. They go near me. I run away. Kids are funny. Kids are awesome. Talk to them. They have a great view of the universe. They're great when you're not hitting them, but they come near you and you want to run. It's terrifying. Cooties, we've never found a cure for that. I've noticed it just vanished. I think it's still out there. It's just But whatever I do with kids, I know I'm going to be a better father than Gendo Ikari. Gendo Ikari makes Hohenheim look like Danny Tanner. Full Metal Alchemist, Full House. That's the most esoteric reference I can make. You are welcome, Milwaukee. I try. Can't clap at that, because Gendo Ikari has the worst possible relationship with his son. The boy's mother dies, his wife dies, so he abandoned him for 3 years to totally indulge himself in his work, and then son comes back, he forces him to reunite with him, and it's the most awkward family reunion you can imagine.
His mom's there.
Shinji. Hi, killer, happy birthday! Oh, I'm sorry, drove you all the way out here, didn't get you a birthday present.
Oh snap, no giant robot! Best dad ever, right?
You don't like it? What? Do you want to take a guess at how much the giant robot cost, Daddy? Stop crying! Don't embarrass Daddy in front of you. You tell me I get the one pansy-ass 15-year-old Japanese schoolboy who doesn't want a giant robot? I'll pay anything for you to be adopted right now. Seriously, the redheaded German girl has bigger balls than you do. Get over here. Stop crying. All right, you've seen that 4chan thread as well. Okay, making sure. Stop crying, get over here. Okay, stop crying, killer. Don't touch Daddy, but just, all right. Let Daddy level with you. Okay. Do you remember the giant alien outside, the thing that survived the nuclear blast to the face? Okay, yeah, you do remember it. Okay, I was hoping you would. He's destroying the planet. It is Daddy's job to kill the alien. It also happens to be, get this,
Bring your son to work day!
you know how you're gonna, so guess how you're gonna help me out with this tiger killer? See the giant purple unicorn crazy thing inside? Get in it. Get in the giant robot, Shinji. We have this amazing latex swimsuit for you to wear with matching hair clips. You're gonna look adorable. We're gonna put you in the cockpit. That's a dark metal tube that we're gonna fill with water in the dark. So you're gonna be drowning in a dark metal tube, latex swimsuit wearing matching hair clips. And then we're gonna screw you, if this PDF I'm reading is even remotely right. We're gonna screw you in upside down to the base of the robot's skull. So you're gonna be upside down drowning in a dark metal tube. Swimsuit matching hair clips, got that? Then we want you to do the complicated thing. We want you to take the robot outside, and I will be honest, half the people we put inside, it's either punched out, torn out, or digested. I know, right? We didn't even put in a digestive system, it just grew that way. We're not using like engineers or military people, we're using schoolgirls. They're a lot cheaper. See what happened at this. So I want you to take the robot outside. I want you to kill the alien. We don't care how you do it, just get the job done. Try not to die, and then bring the robot back. So you got that? Drowning upside down in the dark, matching hair clips, take the robot out, fight the robot, don't die, bring the robot back to daddy! And we'll do it again tomorrow! Or we'll go out for ice cream, whatever you want. I will not join you for ice cream, because you creep me out. I know it smells like your mother. Get in the robot! Get in the robot! Still, we're a weird generation. My friends and I, we grew up watching anime. We have no idea how to interact with the rest of the world, let alone the next generation. My friend just had his firstborn son. They named him Jack. And I begged and I begged, please, please, make his middle name Harkness. He did not. He did the right thing by not listening to me. The right thing to do is to always not what I say. Just throwing it out there. But still, years are gonna go by. We're probably still gonna be playing video games. This kid's gonna come up to us. Dad, where do babies come from? Spores? Now, we're not the intense fans. He's not the guy who's gonna like name his son after some weird anime character. Maybe hide that in the middle name, because no one really knows your middle name. That can always be your fun little part in it, isn't it? You can always say, Sharon, I was an oops baby McCoy, get down here right now! All right, little Vashkench and Sephiroth, take a seat. Time to learn about the birds and the bees. Oh hell, how does this start? Think back to anime. When a Japanese schoolgirl reaches a certain age, she begins developing feelings of attraction for a deadpan, emotionless boy in her classroom. She begins to show affection to the Japanese tradition of stalking, actually. She steals a lock of his hair and brings it home to the sex doll that she's constructed out of him out of rubber cement and unread Inuyasha manga. Right, because you're gonna go home and read Inuyasha the manga? Really? Yeah. And then after about 3 months of this, she will confess her love. There will be one day where the cherry blossoms are falling outside of campus, or feathers if you're reading a clown manga. She will stand opposite the boy, blush, and look at her feet. And then wait for a 2-foot-tall sweat drop to appear on the side of her head, which I believe lets her transform into a magical schoolgirl to fight off giant robots. I'm not sure. And she'll look at the boy and say, I like you! Which is the Japanese equivalent of putting out on the first date, I think. The boy, terrified of being put on the spot, will stand completely still, hoping that her vision is based on movement, like the mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex. They are now dating until he beats her father in kendo, I don't know. And then, months go by, months of Friday nights, karaokeing, going out to movies, awkwardly holding hands, blushing. There will be one warm spring night where the boy takes the girl into his arms. Remember anime. And tentacles will spring out from everywhere! They will begin choking and fondling her like a South Korean with a body pillow covered in chocolate, miso paste, and cheat codes of StarCraft 2! They'll begin dry humping and invading every orifice, and then when they have finally spent, they will dangle her by the neck, spread eagle 5 feet above the ground, above a final rising tentacle that I can only explain as the horrible hybrid between a cactus and a pool noodle. And once they are dangled above, they will we talking about again? Babies. No clue, killer. Ask your mother. Now. Head back home eventually. I gotta go home and see the girl. I started dating this girl about 2 years ago. It's been fantastic. Her name is Kat. When we started dating, she had 2 cats. She had Hello Kitty on her credit card. She was like a themed supervillain, really. She had a basement apartment. It's like awesome underground. And I am dating Catwoman, which makes me by default Nightwing. Because Batman is too obvious, and I look way better in a one-piece unit. Okay, moving on. Her cat's name were Epic and Quest. We did not plan this. She had Quest originally. It was his world. And then she got Epic. And Epic apparently got the cutie mark of John Goodman and said, okay, I can get that. This will be good. He became Epic. I'm a cat dad now. I am begrudgingly a cat dad. When I say we have cats, what I mean is that we have these sinister Jedi mind trick little creatures who are tricking us into serving them as their personal butlers. Because that's what American cats do. They take over your mind. Cats are smart. Cats understand there's a pet-owner relationship. Just in the cat's mind, it's reversed. Don't believe me? Have you ever gone up to your cat and said, I just crapped on the couch, what are you gonna do about it? No, if you do, you are insane. Don't talk to the cat. Cats developed meowing as a way to communicate with us. And I am convinced that meow is just some weird language for now. That's their demand for us. Feed me now. Pet me now. Scratch my ass now. Open this door now. Let me outside now. Go. Good. Are you gonna go outside? Not now, it's your idea. I just wanted to know every door was slightly askew so I could explore it. Continue. Cats are also the only animal I know that will show its affection via a headbutt. Okay, when mountain rams do it, it's to murder one another. It's to push one off the mountain and to kill it. You headbutt something, it's an aggressive thing that you do. And then it will headbutt you and then throw its butt in your face. I've never had someone do that to me. No matter how much I hated them, I've never had a loved one do that to me. Welcome home, bam! How was school? You have fun at school? How was school? Cats have this weird Jedi mind trick that makes you want to keep feeding them, want to keep petting them. You can't even pet a cat when you want to. Isn't that weird? If you just hold out your fingers, they'll do it for you. The whole point of bringing the furry bastard into the house is so you can pet it when you want to, isn't it? No! He doesn't want that. He has to think of more elaborate ways to kill you than that. Never take the cat seriously. Never let it into your house. Don't fall for it when it's looking out the window longingly. It wants to go outside, and it gives you this look. Why did you take my claws? I'm just a defenseless widow kitty now. I can't go outside. I have to think of more elaborate ways to murder you. Like choking you with my dander or tripping you down the stairs as I plan my escape. Why won't you let me outside, sir? I only want to play with the baby birds. And maybe crack their spines in my teeth and splay their corpses beneath your bed as my gift to you. I've never had a friend do that. I've never had an ex-girlfriend say, you always talk so poorly about that math teacher in high school. This is how much I like you! They took my claws, but I can still murder with my mouth! Don't trust cats is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, yeah, I like cats. Because I tell you that they should. Every morning we have a ritual. Our fat cat, Epic, he will lie in the light cast from the early morning sun on the floor of the kitchen. Fat Buddha belly going everywhere. Black hair everywhere. Yeah, he's a black cat just to make it easier. He's also an interior decorator and a part-time cook. I like the design of your apartment, but I think you need something else. What does it need? Epic cat hair. I'm thinking everywhere. I'm thinking everywhere. I'm thinking in your food. You know when you have a cat, when you can pour yourself a glass of water, sit down, black hair. It's just there waiting. I don't even know how he does it. Crack something right open, crack it out of the can, hair. It's like monster blood. It just spontaneously grows from everywhere. Epic will sit there in the morning, light, relaxing. And Cat will come over, and I'll join her. And we participate in the Chinese display of affection, harassment. Shaky belly, shaky belly, shaky belly. And the cat looks at us with disdain, and it tries to go, but it doesn't put enough effort to really move anywhere, because now it's a battle of wills. Because he's already comfortable, and now